So he says, throughout Scripture, when we read the term sons of men, the meaning typically refers to those who are unfaithful rather towards God, or people who reject God. But this label is also applied to Ezekiel, and it's a different label.
I would let me just pause on that first one. So I think there could be times, like I think, Genesis 11, the tower which the sons of men had built. So I would agree that sometimes it could refer to people who've been rebellious, but it's also in 1 Kings 8, when Solomon's prayer at the dedication, he says, you, O Adonai, hear in heaven from your dwelling place, forgive and act and render each according to all his ways, whose heart you know, for you alone know the hearts of all the sons of men. I think it just means
humans.
Right. It's just a poetic, it's poetic way of talking about humans.
Okay, I agree with you. But now let's move to Son of Man.
Context is always important, though. We always got to look at context.
Okay, so now let's move to Son of Man. The person in Daniel, you see a human in the heavenly court sitting on a throne.
Or coming on the clouds, right?
Coming on the clouds, right? And in Revelation, you see that. Yeah, but anyway, what does Jesus say? He says, "That's me. I am." Yeah,
he says that to the high priest,
right?
The high priest. He says, "You will see the Son of Man coming on the clouds of heaven," and the high priest rips his garment and says, "We've heard enough. It's blasphemy. Why would the high priest say this is blasphemy?" For Yeshua saying that. But it's true. It's also used just to address
people.
Ezekiel.
Yeah.
Like son of man. Now, there is a difference. Ben Adam is Hebrew in Ezekiel, but in Daniel chapter 7, of course, is in Aramaic. So there is not that it's a big difference. It's Barnash. It's a slightly different term. But I take it when Yeshua talks about the Son of Man this, the Son of Man that, he's talking about himself, but he's saying, I am this guy, from Daniel 7.
But the interesting. Okay, so back to the high priest who says that is blasphemy. Obviously, in the first century, there was some interpretation saying that Son of Man was God.
Well, right. Let's find it.
Yeah, Daniel 7, right? Is it 7:14?
Yeah. Well, here's one example is Matthew 26. The high priest stood up and said to him, that is to Yeshua, "Do you not answer? What is it that these men are testifying against you?" But Jesus kept silent. This is the NASB. And the high priest said to him, "I adjure you by the living God that you tell us whether you are the Christ, the Son of God." Jesus said to him, "You have said it yourself. Nevertheless, I will tell you, hereafter you will see the Son of Man sitting at the right hand of power, coming on the clouds of heaven," which brings Daniel 7 right into his face. It says, "Then the high priest tore his robes and said, 'He has blasphemed. What further need do we have of witnesses? Behold, you now have heard the blasphemy. What do you think?' They answered, 'He deserves death.'" So then we're fighting. Yeshua knew that was going to happen.
Right.
But he can't lie. He's not going to, he's okay, I don't want to go through this. So I'll tell you what, I'll just stop teaching.
I'm kind of a representation of the Son of Man, maybe, if that's better for you.
I'm just a good rabbi from the first century.
Yeah, exactly.
Talk to Hillel, my teacher. He's the one who taught me this stuff. No, Yeshua doesn't say any of that.
Yeah, so let's just read in Daniel 7:13.
I just wondered, that's one of those moments in history, like probably one of the most gravity-filled moments where the pin dropped, like between Yeshua saying this to the high priest and then the high priest's hatred and rage just like tearing his garment. But Yeshua, he knows.
Well, let's read it. Let's read it in Daniel 7, starting in verse 13. "I saw in the night visions, and behold, there came with the clouds of the sky one like a son of man. And he came even to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him. There was given him dominion and glory and a kingdom that all the peoples, nations, and languages should serve him. His dominion is everlasting dominion, which shall not pass away, and his kingdom, that which shall not be destroyed.
Woo! Baruch Hashem, all glory to Yeshua.
Thank you so much for watching this video. Tell us your thoughts on this subject by leaving a comment in the comment section. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and enable those notifications. And we'll see you in the next video.